Hey, happy Bloomsday. It's been a while. It's been a year. I'm talking like Joe Biden. Maybe I'm getting too old. I don't know. Anyway, sorry it's been a year. A year ago I said, oh, 2 weeks, I'm going to make another video and we'll get going. And now it's been a year. That's how fast time goes. So sorry about that, but update in this video. In 2 weeks there will be a new video. Within 2 weeks, maybe sooner. So this time I promise I'll get it done. But I'm here to wish you a happy Bloomsday and thank you for all your wonderful comments that you post on the videos. I really appreciate that, and thanks for hanging in there with me. I promised to start producing content. Now last year I said there was going to be new videos on new topics about opera and music and art and some different stuff. I have that outlined in good intentions. I plan to do it, but life just got away from me and I haven't been able to. So, but I will. The other thing I promised you is I have a top 100 favorite book list, must-read list, and I said I was going to post that in 2 weeks, and I didn't do that either. But I do have my list pretty much cleaned up. You know, if you start making a list of 100 books and then you try to put them in order, that's pretty tough. And then I had like 160 books on my 100 favorite list, so I had to cut them down. So I think I still have like 20 in 99th place because I want them in, but not at the best category, down near the end. So that's kind of tough. But I just about got that done. So I'm gonna give you a little preview on that today and give you the first book, number 100. So stay tuned. I want to ask you if you would be interested in doing like a big Zoom meeting with as many of you as I can. I have a GoToMeeting account and I can have 250 people in a big group meeting, and I think that would be fun, so I'd like to do that. Now I don't know if YouTube is going to allow me to promote an outside thing. So I have to look into that or just try to do it, and if they won't let me do it, I can't do it. But I think that would be fun. So I'm thinking of that sometime before the end of July, let's say that. Have a big group get together, maybe talk books, talk Ulysses, talk whatever you want. And hopefully I'll have that next video posted by then. That'll give us something else to talk about, a little diversity from the heaviness of books. So that's coming up. I want to say again that I really appreciate the cards and letters that you guys send me. That really means a lot, and sometimes it's really, with work and everything I've got to do, it's kind of hard to just keep going some days, and that's about the time I'll get a letter or a card from one of you and it just brightens my whole day and motivates me. In fact, I got one yesterday from Ireland, and no names on it but mine. But the person that sent me that will recognize it, and that gave me a real boost. And I wanted to do more on Bloomsday, and I had planned it, and I got up today with about 800 things going and meetings to do and a lot of stuff, and I realized that's today. So time's up. So anyway, thank you so much for all the neat stuff that you send me. I really, really appreciate it. And keep those cards and letters coming, folks. The dogs are doing great. They're happy and healthy. The last, well, one of the updates I gave you a while back was I had lost one. That was pretty devastating. There was a number of other things going on at that time that were all not fun, and that was about 2 years ago. And then I lost the one dog, and he was like my best buddy, and that was pretty tough. But we got a new one. The baby has grown up. He's grown from this big, and the little guy that couldn't even make it up on the bed and jumped up in the middle of the night trying to sit with me, could barely crawl up. Now he's bigger than the bed. He's literally 120 pounds. He's a big dog, and he's very tall. He's the nicest dog you'd ever want to meet. He's a lot of fun, and I'll show you some pictures of them. The other dog, his sister, helped raise him. She taught him everything. When he went through the teething phase, he'd chew on my hands. My hands looked like hamburger, and the other dog would run and get a sock and bring it to him and shove it in his mouth and start him in a game to like get him off chewing on me. He didn't destroy any furniture. I guess my arms tasted better than the legs on the furniture, so he did all his chewing on me until that phase passed. But he's a great guy. He's a lot of fun, and he's always right with me. He's on his bed right now, right behind me, and I'll show you some pictures now. So they love their outside environment. They love playing in the snow. They love all that stuff. So his name is Peak. He has a little white mountain on his back. And when I was picking him up, I drove past Mount Shasta, and that had a white peak. And I thought, you know, remember that green giant thing, picked at the peak of perfection? So I'm looking at the mountain. He's got a mountain. I thought of that expression about the peak of perfection and said, that's it. That's perfect for him. So that's his name. His name is Peak, and he's a great dog and a lot of fun. And I appreciate those of you that have asked about the dogs. They're fine. They're happy. They're doing good, and so am I. So another thing I want to let you know is I'm putting a new website up that'll be just for this channel. And that'll give me a place where I can put the music and any attachments or PDFs or pictures or any of that stuff that I want to show you or share with you. I can put on this website, and I can also repost our YouTube videos on that site. So I have a site that I'm not using, and I'm going to put it there, and that'll be great. And that'll come up sometime soon. I hope. It'll take me a little while to build it, but not too long because there's not a lot of content. But that's coming up, and I'm really looking forward to that. I tried to make a bulletin board for us to all communicate before, and I put about 150 hours into building that thing. Anybody that's ever set up one of those discussion boards will tell you there's trillions of options, then there's custom coding, and then there's all the security stuff. And I did all that work. I got it up. It worked. It was fine. Everything was wonderful. And then all the hackers and junk got in there, and it was awful. So people were putting all kinds of weird junk, and they really screwed it up. And then the legitimate people, you guys, said, hey, I don't want to go in there. There's all this weird stuff. And it's like, I can't control it. I either have to let you go in, create your ID, and then post stuff, or there's no reason to do it, right? And so if I let anybody do that, then they all come in, and so that just ended up a mess. So anyway, I ended up taking that whole website down, canceling that. But this will be just a website for me to put attachments and for you to see other stuff. I can put pictures. I also have a Twitter account just for us, just only for that, and I'll be talking more about that in the future. And I don't know much about Instagram. Maybe Instagram is going to be more useful. I don't know. Tell me in the comments if I should do an Instagram too, or if I should just keep it to Twitter, or neither one. I hate Facebook, and I don't want to do a Facebook thing. Wait, there's more. How can there be more, you say? Well, that's right. Order now and you get not one, but two. No. So I said in the video that I was going to give you a taste of the top 100 books, and then I completely forgot and signed off. See, that's how it's been this year. Losing my marbles, I guess. Anyway, number 100 on my top 100 list is Shantaram by Gregory David Roberts. Now, if you haven't read it, very entertaining book, really fascinating story. It's hard to believe so much transpires from the guy escaping from prison, getting to India, hiding out from the authorities by living in the slum of India, getting involved in the Indian mafia. I mean, there's so much going on there. Here's the real punchline for the whole thing. It's a true story. And not just like loosely based on a true story. It's a true story. It's an autobiography of this guy. And it's just it's a fascinating book. Hold you on the edge of your seat from the beginning to the end. It's amazing. And you know, you can Google it and see that it is a true story. The guy's had a number of verifications. The authorities have said it's true. Authorities in India, authorities in Australia. It's verified all over the place. Really a fascinating book. Great story. Just really interesting, and it's well written. And the guy's a pretty interesting guy. He seems like a nice guy. And you know, I've seen some YouTubes of him speaking, and he seems like a pretty caring guy. He had a website up for a while, which he took down. They were going to make a movie of the book. I think Johnny Depp was behind it, or one of those Johnny Depp type guys was. I'm not big on movies, as you could tell, but it was supposed to be made a movie, and then I think budgets and all kinds of stuff and other commitments, and so it didn't happen. But it may still happen yet. But very interesting book. A lot of really wild stuff happens in the book. Shantaram, picture of the cover. Gregory David Roberts. I highly recommend that you give it a look. Okay, now that's it. That's official. I actually complete the video now. Slancha. See you very soon. I promise. Encourage me, right? Give me some comments. Give me some thumbs up on this. Encourage me, and I'll get it done. Thank you.